Hi everyone, my name is Leah and welcome to the kitchen. I want to start by wishing you all a happy Halloween because Halloween is tomorrow. In honor of spooky season and the continuation of pumpkin season, we're going to be making another recipe utilizing some pumpkin. In this week's video, we're going to be making pumpkin cinnamon rolls for Halloween. Let's get started. For this recipe, we'll be using some flour, powdered sugar, an egg, yeast, brown sugar, cream cheese, cinnamon, salt, nutmeg, milk, maple syrup, and of course, pumpkin puree.
Pour a half cup of milk into a small saucepan. Add 2 tablespoons of butter to the pan. Place the pot on the stove and turn the heat on low to just melt the butter, stirring the butter and milk as needed. Add a half cup of pumpkin puree to a mixer bowl, followed by a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Add a half teaspoon of nutmeg and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Fit the mixer with the paddle attachment and beat until everything is combined with the pumpkin puree. Scrape down the sides of the mixer bowl as needed. Pour the warmed milk and melted butter into the mixer bowl. Next, add 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast to the bowl. Then add 1 egg. Turn the mixer on again and beat until everything is smooth and incorporated. Begin to add 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup at a time, mixing to incorporate the flour between each addition. Once all the flour has been incorporated, continue mixing the dough to knead for 5 minutes. Grease a large bowl with some cooking spray and transfer the dough to the greased bowl. Cover the dough and allow it to rise for 1 to 2 hours until doubled in size. Add 6 tablespoons of softened butter to a bowl. Next, add a 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree. Measure in a half cup of brown sugar, followed by 3 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. Use a spoon to break up the packed sugar and stir to combine until everything is creamy. Spread some flour out on the countertop. Turn out the risen dough. And then punch down the dough with your fist. Shape the dough in a rectangle and begin rolling with a rolling pin until it is 12 inches wide and 18 inches long. Spoon the prepared brown sugar butter filling on top of the rolled out dough and spread it with the back of a spoon. Continue spreading the filling out into a thin, even layer, covering the entire rectangle, leaving a small half-inch border around the sides. Starting at the shorter end of the rectangle, carefully roll the dough together lengthwise until you form a nice log. Grease a 9 by 13 inch baking dish with some cooking spray. Score the pumpkin cinnamon roll log into 1-inch sections. Cutting off the ends of the log with no filling. Then cut each pumpkin cinnamon roll section and place in the prepared, greased baking dish. Add 4 ounces of softened cream cheese to a clean mixer bowl, followed by a half cup of powdered sugar and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Fit the mixer with the paddle attachment and beat until the cream cheese is smooth and everything is combined. Now we're ready to bake the cinnamon rolls as they have sat and risen again for a half hour. Bake the cinnamon rolls in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. Remove the pumpkin cinnamon rolls from the oven and allow them to cool for 30 minutes. After the cinnamon rolls have cooled a bit, spoon and spread the prepared maple cream cheese icing all over the top of the rolls.
Once again, I hope you have a spooktacular happy Halloween. I hope you all have been enjoying all the pumpkin recipes I've made throughout the month of October. Thank you so much again for joining me in making these pumpkin cinnamon rolls. If you're interested in my recipe for pumpkin cinnamon rolls, you can click the link in the description box below to visit my website, leahnoellecooking.com. There you'll find all my recipes written out, photos, and more. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more delicious recipes.